Hello, Oilers fans. Austin here with the pregame report between the Edmonton Oilers and the Washington Capitals. The Oilers had a couple days off after their little East Coast road trip where they went 2-1-1. And let's kind of jump into the projected lineup here. So this was based on practice yesterday. We have Nugent Hopkins with McDavid and Hyman. We have Warren Fogle with Draisaitl and McLeod. Evander Kane is with Henrique and Brown. And I'm going to talk about that line very quickly here. We have Janmark with Carrick and Perry. And then Derek Ryan is the healthy scratch. Then we have Ekholm Bouchard, Nurse Desharnais, Kulak Cece with Skinner getting the start. Now, I did want to mention Henrique and Brown playing together. Now, you might be wondering, why is Connor Brown on the third line? Well, him and Henrique actually have some history together at the World Championships back in, I think, 2021. Connor Brown led that tournament in scoring. Canada won gold, and Adam Henrique was on his line, and they had some chemistry together. So I think in this situation, you might have a coaching staff that looks back, sees that they've played together before, some familiarity, and you might see them have some chemistry still there. So I hope they do, at least for Connor Brown's sake, because I need that guy to get a goal. But for Adam Henrique as well, he has not produced anything since he arrived. And he had 40 some points with the Anaheim Ducks before he was traded, 18 goals. So, you know, with him, I think they're trying to get him going. And then I like Evander Kane on that third line as well. I don't want to mess up too much with that top six. The top six plays very well together, especially Nuge, McDavid, Hyman. That line is just absolutely lights out. So we're going to see how this looks. Now, Corey Perry on the fourth line, he probably deserves to be on the third line instead. But again, I think it's also spreading out kind of the speed skill aspect as well. You don't want to have too many slow or old guys on one single line. So I understand where Knobloch is coming from with this lineup. I like it, and we'll see if they can produce tonight. Now, speaking of producing, we'll get into the pregame stats here. The Washington Capitals, they are 30-24-9. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10, and they are on a one-game losing streak. Their expected goals for ranks 26th in the NHL at 46.44%. Their power play is 23rd at 18.9%, not the elite power play that we're accustomed to with Ovechkin over there. Their penalty kill is ranked 14th at 80.3%. Now, this team only scores 2.65 goals per game, which ranks 29th. They give up 3.06 goals per game, which ranks 18th. Their team save percentage ranks 16th at 89.77%, and their team shooting percentage ranks 8th at 10.81%. So just kind of taking a brief look at the Washington Capitals and their stats. How the heck are they only 3 points out of a playoff spot with a game in hand on the New York Islanders? Well, they have finishers. They have guys that can put the puck in the net. And other than that, I mean, their penalty kill's okay too, but they don't control play. They don't control possession. They give up 3 goals per game. They don't score a lot. So honestly, the Washington Capitals are a very strange team. That's a team on paper. Like if someone were to show me this team's stats without me knowing that it's the Washington Capitals or their record, I would assume that they are probably a bottom 10 team in the league. So, but, you know, just like last week, I talked about that with the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Buffalo Sabres, especially Columbus. I was like, hey, you know, Columbus on paper, Edmonton should be wiping the floor. It doesn't matter. This is a league where anyone can beat anyone. So looking over on the Oilers side, they're 39-21-3. 6-3-1 in their last 10, although in their last 8, they are 6-1-1, which looks a lot better. Their power play is 25.7%, which ranks 5th, and Edmonton's power play has struggled a lot recently, so I'm hoping that we can get that going again back on home ice, in front of the fans, get some energy into the players, because the energy on the power play just is a little lackluster lately. Their penalty kill is 79.9%, which ranks 15th. Their penalty kill has been a lot better recently. They scored 3.49 goals per game, which ranks 5th. They give up 2.84 goals per game, which ranks 9th. They are now a top 10 team in goals against, which is really nice. Their team save percentage is now 7th at 91.02%, and their team shooting percentage remains at around the 9.6% mark, which ranks 19th. So this is why I was talking about wanting to acquire another scoring forward at the deadline. But with how Edmonton plays, the amount of possession they control and the chances that they generate, they still score a lot of goals, and this is still a very good team. So my score prediction tonight is 4-3 Edmonton. I'm going to say it goes to overtime. The first game back after an extended road trip, you can sometimes have a bit of a lull at the start. So if Edmonton does come out a little slow, don't be surprised. I really hope they don't, though. I hope that they got their skating legs going. They had 2 days off. There isn't really an excuse to not be ready to go, but I am prepared to acknowledge that, first game back at home after a long road trip, sometimes it takes a little bit to get going. And my player to watch is Adam Henrique. Like I mentioned during the projected lineup, this is a player that hasn't produced yet, and I'm really curious to see him with Connor Brown. I want to know what's there, if there is still some residual chemistry with him and Brown, and we'll see if they can get their first points. Connor Brown, his first goal as an Oiler. We'll see if Adam Henrique can get his first point as an Oiler as well. What are your game day predictions? What is your score prediction? Let me know in the comments section below. And as always, if you like these videos, make sure you hit like, and if you really like them, make sure you hit subscribe. I know I said I was doing daily uploads, and I didn't upload like yesterday, so I apologize for that. I didn't really know what to make a video on until the pregame report. So I will see you guys in the postgame debrief. Let's have a good game tonight. Go Oilers. And hopefully in the postgame recap, I'm wearing the victory chain. So go Edmonton. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.